on, everyone? My name is Donovan, and today I want to share with you my full review of the Coros Vertix. So this is a watch I've been using over the last 4 months, and today I just want to share with you some of the things I love about this watch, maybe some of the improvements that could happen, and just kind of my general thoughts on the watch over the course of time. So let's go ahead and start off with the price point. So this thing comes in at $599 in the version you see here. There is another version in a different color that comes in at $699, but the version you see here is $599. So that's definitely kind of a high price point. So let's talk about why this thing is the price that it is. And I would say primarily the price comes from the build quality of the watch. So this is made out of titanium and sapphire glass. So they call this the most durable watch on the planet, or the most durable GPS watch on the planet, that is. And it's also a smartwatch, so that's part of it as well. But then also this thing is just designed for the extremes. And what I mean by that is if you're someone who maybe does ultra marathoning, maybe does Ironman triathloning, if that's even a thing, or maybe you're someone who wants to climb Mount Everest, this could be the watch for you. In fact, this probably is the watch for you because, like I said, it is designed for the extreme. So what do I mean by that? Well, number one, if you come back here, you can see that it's 150 meters waterproof. So there's no other watch out there that I'm familiar with that's a smartwatch that has that kind of waterproof rating. The other thing is it is designed to be able to withstand extremely cold temperatures. It also has a pulse oximeter built into the heart rate sensor, and so as a result, it's going to let you know what your blood oxygen level is. So if you're someone who wants to climb some 14ers, or maybe you want to climb Mount Everest, this thing is going to let you know not only what the temperature of the watch is, so it kind of gives you an idea of what your skin temperature is, but then also it's going to let you know what your blood oxygen level is. And the other thing that makes the same such an extremely amazing watch is the fact that the battery life is definitely better than any other smartwatch I own. So this thing, they claim up to 45 days of battery life, 60 hours on GPS mode, and up to 150 hours on GPS mode if you use the Smart Savings GPS mode, but 60 hours on regular GPS mode, which is just crazy good in comparison. The other thing that makes it so awesome is it's just super light in comparison to something like, this is my Garmin Fenix 5 Plus. This one is, I don't have the sapphire glass version, that was more expensive, but I have the stainless steel version here, and this is a beastly watch. It's quite heavy, and you can see it's 100-meter waterproof, so it has a lot of the same features, but this one's made out of stainless steel. It's heavy, and definitely not like this. This is definitely a much lighter watch. In fact, this one's more comparable with something like this one, which, you know, this is the Garmin Vivo Active 4, and they're about the same. This one maybe is slightly heavier, but way, way lighter than something like the Fenix 5 Plus. And again, that's because the build materials, titanium is a lot lighter than stainless steel, and as a result, this one is definitely lighter. The other thing that makes this thing so fantastic is the button situation here. So this one's primarily going to be used button-based navigation, but then we also have this crown, which is used for navigation as well, as you can see. And then if you want to select something, you can go ahead and push the crown. We also have our light, so we can turn the light on or off. It's basically just a backlight. So that's really all that's used for. And we also have our back and lap over here. So if I want to go back, I can just go ahead and hit that. And then, of course, the lap is going to be used for while you're running, so or doing whatever laps you might be doing. So let's say I'm in a run. Let's go ahead and go in. Now it's going to let you know once you have a heart lock and then also your GPS lock. So you can see right now, you know, it's like 1 out of 5 bars or 4 bars there. Also, battery life is going to show you here on the front page. We can go into interval training. We can go into some settings here. I'm not really going to go into the settings. I did a separate video where I go over all of the different settings on the watch, but I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and I'm going to just obviously just start it without seeing that, but you can see here that I can go ahead and hit back, and that's going to give me my lap time. Now I do have also an automatic lap time set up, so I have it set up for every mile basically, but yeah, so it's also going to beep like that at every mile because that's what I have it set up for, but then also it's going to vibrate when you do that as well, or when you hit that lap time. All right, so I can go ahead and navigate through the different settings on my workout screen. So that is really nice as well. So you can see I didn't really adjust a whole lot of these. The one that I adjusted was kind of this main one, and that's another thing that makes it so fantastic is how customizable it is. So I'm going to go ahead and end that one. So we'll pause it, and then I can navigate through these various things, and we'll go ahead and hit finish, and we're going to delete that one. But I want to go ahead and show you here real quick. What the app looks like. So within the app, I can go into the watch settings and I can custom interface. So this is where I can customize all those different faces. So these are the 5 screens that you saw when I was actually showing it to you on the run, and you can customize what each one of these does. So there you go. So you can adjust it into 6 different things, which I will say that when you have it on 6, it is really hard to see. So I recommend, if you do get this watch, that you set it on 4, 3, maybe even 2, because 6 definitely makes it so they're hard to see. So here's how I have it set up. I have my distance, my pace, my lap pace, and then also down here I have my overall time. But you can see right down here that you can adjust a bunch of different options here. So let's say I want something like on my main page, I want like maybe my max heart rate or my lap time or something like that. There are just a ton of different options here. You have elevation, total ascent, total descent, our battery life for the watch, our aerobic training effect. But yeah, there's just a plethora of things available here. But you can see basically you get 5 screens. So I guess total, if you wanted it and you wanted to do those 6 screens or those 6 different data points on each watch face, technically you get like 30 different data points that are all available during your run. And you can do that for all these different workouts. So you can see all the different types of workouts that the watch will check here. So under mountaineering, you can see that we have elevation, total ascent, total descent, and then overall time. And so it's going to obviously change depending on which activity you're doing, and you can adjust those completely however you want. And then over here, we can put in up to 10 routes. So it's going to be use a GPX file. Now I just threw one in there, but you can go ahead and follow a GPX track if you would like. So if you maybe are going out on a new hiking trail, you want to make sure you stay on the trail, you can download the GPX tracks right on here, and then you can go ahead and upload it to the watch. So if I want to do that, I can come up here and import from library. So of course you have to have it on your phone first, but then you can import it onto the watch, and then you can just make sure that you're tracking it. We can adjust the watch face settings. So there's a number of different watch faces here. None of them are particularly amazing in my opinion, and the display itself is a trans-reflective display, so obviously it's not going to be as like vivid as something like, oh, where's my Samsung watch? Here it is. So obviously it's nothing like an AMOLED display. You can see the difference here, but this one's visible in any lighting, and then of course it does have that backlight as well, so that's really nice also. So all right, let's go ahead and keep going in here. So you can see we can get our GPS satellite data, and by the way, if you don't use it for a while, it's going to tell you that you need to update that. We can see our altitude performance, which obviously right now that's not really going to be of importance to me. We have some firmware updates that's been updating pretty regularly. We can come down here, and I just did want to point out here that we do have third-party apps that we can upload to, so Strava, Training Peaks, RQ, I'm not really sure what that one is. We also have Health Kit, so that's going to download directly to Apple Health. You can also do that, of course, with Google as well, Google Fit. We have some navigation routes library, so this is where you can go in and find some of those that you created. And let's see here if there's anything else worth mentioning there. So we have our different workouts. We'll go into workout here just as an example. You can see it's going to give you all that information, all the important information. If we scroll all the way down, you can see our different heart rate zones, our training effect for that workout. We have our individual mile splits there as well. So just a plethora of information. Of course, it does have a sleep tracker as well. Here's our monthly workout information, and then just kind of like today's interface. There's the workout I did this morning, our sleep tracker, our training load. Now, this one I'm not really sure what's going on here because it shouldn't have dropped so much there. I guess I did take a day off, so maybe that's why it dropped off there. But anyways, that's just a quick look at the overall settings on the phone. And again, it does work with Android or iOS. But overall, I just think this has been a fantastic watch. If there's any questions you have, maybe something I've missed in this video, because obviously I can't cover everything that this watch is capable of. But if there's anything you want to know, just let me know down in the comment section below. Also, links to places where you can purchase this will be down in the description as well. If you purchase it using one of those links, it does help the channel out, so I'm forever grateful for that. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.